Yo, what's going on, gamers, and welcome back to the Consortium, or if you're here for the first time, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. I apologize, guys, it's been a little while since I put out any advice or tips or tricks videos, so I wanted to focus on that today. And the focus within that video is going to be the building the structures within the Fortnite Battle Royale. So what we're going to do is I have a couple structures in mind that I'm going to go ahead and build and explain to you why I build them and what I think they contribute to when you're in the Battle Royale game. Obviously, this is a very preferential video. These are the builds I like. There are going to be other builds. There's limited builds you can do, but I find these to be very effective. So hopefully they'll help you guys out. So let's get right into them. The first build I'm going to show you guys is one of the most simple ones in the game and one that you'll probably see quite often, and I just call it the square build. You're just going to put down 4 walls here, and then you're going to go ahead and take your stairs and just build up one. What this gives you is the ability to peek out from all different sides and have protection. It also gives you an extra wall. Let's say this wall right here gets destroyed, you still have your stairs, so it gives you a little extra protection even if one of the walls go down. And then if somebody takes out like a wall on this side, you can always just hop out to the other side and use the structure itself as cover. And then it's really easy if you need to go up higher, which a lot of people do. Just throw down another set of walls and then throw down another set of stairs. And then this just gives you the option of peeking higher. And if one floor gets destroyed, you drop down to the next floor and you still have protection, so you're good to go. The next build we're going to look at is actually just kind of what I consider a variation of the first one, but instead of doing a square, you're going to do a rectangle. So you're going to do 2 walls long, 1 wall on the end, and then you're going to build 2 stairs up. So that way you can actually go up and down and peek each side. So that way you have a little more movement than the square one. You can peek a lot easier, and then again, just like that one, if you want to, you can always build up a whole nother level. Throw down just another set of walls and then just add the stairs as needed. Again, a lot of these builds are just going to be based on where you are in the game, guys, what kind of enemies you're seeing, what kind of like resistance you're seeing, so you can kind of choose as is needed. And of course, these first 2 builds are just kind of simple ones that you can throw down really quickly if you want to. Or if you have some time to set up, I would recommend doing a few of the other builds, but it's always just preference. So let's get on to the next one. Follow up on that one, guys. The next one I'm going to show you is one that I feel like you don't see very often, or at least I have not seen very often in the game. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to go to your triangle roof section. You're going to want to go into the edit mode, pop up 2 of the corners so you get what I call the upside down V. And this is going to contribute to a few different builds, but the first one, what you do is you place it down, and then you're going to want to turn it so you have 4 different corners placing in the middle. And then that gives you just a really simple star structure, as I like to call it. It allows you to go up and down each side on every side, so that way you have a full 360 degrees you can easily go. And then if you have to drop down, if somebody's shooting at you, you can come down to the middle. You can peek out each of the sides, so that way you kind of have more movement and they won't know exactly where you're coming from. This is another simple build, kind of like the square run. Doesn't take much to put up, only takes 4 pieces, or 4 structures, I should say. I apologize. And again, yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. For the next build, guys, again, we're using the upside down V that you've already seen, except for this time, instead of having all the pieces converge together in the middle, you're going to have the downward slopes of the V converge in the middle instead of the points. So it's going to give you more of a little, I don't know what you want to call it, bunker look, I guess you would call it, because you can come down in here and you're down in the middle instead of being up at the top. You can peek all the sides, and then like the other structure, you can always come down and come through and peek out. And again, guys, you can always change these up a little if you need to. If you need to throw up a wall right here, or throw up like an extra V if you're getting attacked from one side in particular because you need more protection, go ahead, just throw one of those down, adds a little more on there. And throw one down over here. You can peek a little bit more. It kind of creates a little maze so they don't know where you're going to peek from. And then to go into our next build, I'm actually just going to use this build. This next build, I kind of call it it's just kind of the crazy build. Once you've put down either this structure or the previous one we talked about where you put the 4 corners in the middle to create your little bunker, you can just go ahead, and what you do is you basically just start throwing up these pieces, and then you just go ahead, you throw them up wherever you want. Just kind of like, I mean, there's no real rhyme to reason. I'm sure other people out there, their OCD will kill them, so they will hate this build. But you basically just start throwing it around, so that way when they're looking at you, the enemies are just going to go crazy. They're not going to know where you can peek from. You can go up and down. You can dip inside. You can dump down below. You can go underneath. I mean, this is just kind of like it's more of an end game build, I would consider it, if you're going to use it. And it's definitely more of just a hectic build. You throw it up as much as you can, Creates a lot of barriers also for explosives, so if people are rocketing you, it's going to take a lot of rockets to break through, and most likely they're not going to have enough explosives. It gives you the ability to peek from wherever, so being sniped is hard as long as you're not sitting in one spot for any, extended length of time. The one thing that sucks about it is it takes a crap ton of materials, and it's obviously super obvious because you're going to have a giant base at wherever you're at. So if there's quite a few teams left, you're definitely probably going to be the target of everybody. So just use this, obviously subjectively. If you think it's going to fit into your game, go for it. And if you just want to try it out for fun, it's definitely a fun build, guys. It's one of my favorite builds to do when it comes to fun. Not necessarily the most effective, but definitely a great build to use. And for the last build of this video, guys, and hopefully I can do some more builds in the future as I come up with more, we're actually going to be combining two of our previous builds a little bit. We're going to combine the rectangular build with the 6 walls and the 2 stairwells. I'm going to go ahead and throw those up. And then after that, you're going to go back down over to the V shape, and you're going to just build along it, so that way you create kind of an extra structure. I am having issues right now, guys. I apologize. And you're going to put down 4 of these on each side. So you do 2 that bring down the points in the middle, the high points meet on the outside, and then you have 1 on each end where the point is sticking out. And then go ahead and do that on each side, obviously. So if you look at this build, the reason I like it is this is one of the most easy structures to use in the game. You can go up and down each side, you can see all around you, but sometimes what I feel like makes it a little weak is it's easy to shoot out the walls, or it's easy to get rocketed. So if you add these extra sides onto it, if a rocket's coming, you can always dip down below, get protected by the wall. You can always come down below and come inside and peek out of these and still have structures behind you, so you're not completely left open. And again, you can always come up one side if they think you're on one, on the other, and you can pop up, get some snipes off. Again, this is more of a simple endgame build in my opinion. That's kind of the more complicated one. This is a simple one with the rectangle and just the little upside down V's on the sides. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. It is definitely a video that I've been looking forward to putting together, and I look forward to doing more videos like this in the future, unless of course you guys would prefer some other kind of videos, or if you prefer weapon videos over the build videos, just let me know. If this video was a video that helped you guys out, please leave a like so I know that these are the kind of videos that you enjoy, or a dislike if you think I did terribly, and just mention in the comments what you think I can do better. It always helps me out. And then if you'd like to see more content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I always appreciate that. And I appreciate all you guys just stopping by with the video anyway and giving me the support, and I hope you guys all have a good one.